its titles nor lose its trophies. Instead, the commission investigating how the club made undisclosed payments to players who helped them win a decade's worth of cups and titles has fined it £250,000. The commission ruled that the club hadn't gained what it termed any unfair competitive advantage. From Glasgow, our chief correspondent, Alex Thompson, has this report.
The judgment has astonished many in Scottish football, even at Ibrox itself.
This is one of the final bridges that needed to be crossed. Clearly we've still got issues like restructuring of Scottish football, and I think this decision today allows both Rangers fans and all the other fans in Scotland to focus on that challenge and now put this well behind us.
The senior Scottish law lord, Lord Nimmo Smith, ruling that under Sir David Murray, the Rangers' old company were guilty. The management of the old Rangers company decided details
should not be disclosed to the football authorities
concerning payments to players, and this was done
without taking any legal or accounting advice to justify non-disclosure.
Such was the scale and extent of all this, as Rangers won successive championships, that the club was fined £250,000 today. But what matters for lifelong Rangers fans like Gary Calderwood is that no titles were stripped as a result.
They have that cleared today, which I think it was. There was no cheating. To clear that up, that was the important thing, and for history to continue with the titles in place.
The titles remained intact tonight because it was ruled that although Rangers were breaking the rules, they were not cheating.
Rangers SC did not gain any unfair competitive advantage, nor did the non-disclosure have the effect that any of the registered players were ineligible to play.
But if there was no competitive advantage, why did Rangers do it? The fact is, these payments were part of a massive tax avoidance scheme under Sir David Murray, designed to attract players to the club, a major competitive advantage. The chairman and directors of other Scottish football clubs we've spoken to say they're astonished by what's happened today. Until now, they've taken it as read that if you don't declare all the money you pay to a player, that player is ineligible when they're on the pitch. As a stroke, it seems, that judgment has been turned on its head.
The public reaction is clearly split, because Rangers fans are delighted with it, because they kind of think they've got off scot-free. And other supporters of other clubs feel that Rangers should have been punished much more heavily for this wrongdoing. And Nimmo Smith makes it clear it was wrongdoing.
Both sides are vindicated in this. Rangers claim they weren't cheats, and the judge agrees. The Scottish Premier League's also vindicated. They say Rangers broke the rules for 11 years, and they did. Now, though, at last, perhaps football could take centre stage at Ibrox once again.
Alex Thompson in Glasgow.